So the stockings make you feel better? I think that's you.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is. Probably, Mom.
No, it ain't. Yeah, I know.
You don't have this right.
My mom's been living with me for about 4.5 years, something like that. I wasn't thinking that it was an illness. I was just thinking about, forgetting to do little things. And as time progressed, I noticed that she would try to warm food up and she would forget it, and at that time she was like burning pots and hiding them under the back porch because of course she didn't want me to say anything to her, but she's convinced that she'll get better.
Yes, it is. You don't.
But
that's fine.
I'm told that she won't get better. She was taking mind enhancers. Some days she said, "See there, I'm getting better. See, I remember blah, blah, blah. See, I'm getting better." But she hasn't. If you tell her your business, she'll remember your business.
You're going to the daycare.
And I want to respect her as being my mother and not totally take over. She's told me before that you don't treat me like I'm your mother because of the decision making and stuff like that.
It's important that the caregiver recognize that this is still a person who has many remaining abilities in addition to their growing disabilities. And to be able to allow that person to use their remaining abilities is so central to helping that person retain their self-esteem.
Okay. Here. Go ahead and start. Take out your roll.
I try to make her feel that she's a part of things, but then in a lot of instances, it's hard to make her feel a part because she's not able to do what she wants to do.
I think we really have got to broaden our understanding of what it means to have Alzheimer's disease and realize it does come in degrees and there will be fluctuations, and that we've got to tailor our expectations to the person's needs and abilities right now at any given time.
I don't know. She gets confused. I try to let her do it herself because it's kind of humiliating.
Yeah.
And I started noticing that she would just be in the bathroom running the water and washing the face bowl where she thinks she's washing her body, so she washes the face bowl over and over. And look at all this on your face. You didn't wash your face. I try to let you do it by yourself. Like I tell you, you always you keep trying to clean the sink. Don't worry about the sink. Clean your body first. You worry about the water being on the sink. Don't worry about that.
Maybe my tone is bad, and I should work on that. So, you can always do better, get better at what you're trying to do.
You got that on. You don't need no more of that on.
She still manipulates. She upset me so one night. I won't go into the incident, but I felt myself snapping. So I felt bad about that. But then the next day, I knew it really upset her.
If the caregiver learns to accept what's going on, ultimately what results is a better climate in the relationship. So instead of having these vicious interactions in which there's blaming and then reactions and so on, the caregiver really begins to understand that he or she can really control how the person with Alzheimer's disease is reacting in relation to him or her. The caregiver will be much better off taking a positive approach, accepting what's going on, because frustration will be dissipated. None of these unpleasant encounters will happen if the caregiver can take a step back and recognize this is a person who happens to have a disease?
I know it's the disease for the most part, but you know, I don't always think rational because my emotions get in the way of how I should handle it sometimes. If I would put the illness in front all the time, sure, I mean that would make me more rational probably with a lot of things. But I think by the same token, I don't want to put the illness in front because I want to believe. It might sound a little contradictory about hope and stuff like that, but I want to believe that my mother can do better.